Hello fellow commanders and welcome to another Strategic Command World War II World at War with me, Bubblebox. The loss of Palermo, which occurred in the last episode, lowers Italian national morale again. Got decisions for the Americans. With Burma now in Axis hands, China is virtually isolated from the outside world. The only way we'll be able to send... so extra supplies. Would you like to start airlifting supplies to China? That will provide 30 MPPs a turn, but defending Calcutta as well as Ledo in the northeast India would be of paramount importance. And Chinese morale is boosted, so yeah, we'll definitely do that. That's not too many points for the Americans. Greek partisans shop supply in Thessaloniki. French partisans disrupt supply. And we continue with the... we've got our fortress completed, just to the south of Moscow. And the usual blockade of Brest. We've got just a destroyer sitting there. Military activity hinders supply on Crete. Turkey moves towards the Allies 16%. That's quite a big chunk. And we've got a bit of convoy stuff going on. Amphibious warfare level 1 for the UK. Fighters, advanced fighters for the US. And that's pretty much it. Okay. Just to let you know, I had problems with the last save file for the last episode on the last turn, so I had to replay that turn. I think I've pretty much done it exactly the same. I had to go back one save file because, I don't know, it got corrupted. I'm not sure what happened, to be honest. I think I might have saved over it in another game I'm playing, actually, because it was my fault. But I had to replay this one episode. But I think I've done it pretty much exactly the same, but you might show some minor changes. Thank you also. I've got quite a few comments on the last episode, so that's increasing, so that's good. And I'll be sort of responding to those comments during this episode. So I do read the comments and we'll be responding to them. So if you do want to say anything about any of the episodes, about what I'm doing and what I'm moving where, what you think I should do, please do put it in the comments below, because we've lost a sub there and lost an American sub in the Pacific to that aircraft carrier. So I do read them and I will be responding to them. So carry on doing that. Thanks very much. So we've got some action in the Pacific with the... that's in the Atlantic actually, because we've got some... Wow. Those German subs are getting very aggressive towards our destroyers in the Atlantic. I did put quite a few American destroyers in the Atlantic to help out with the Atlantic War there. Excuse me, because I don't think they're really needed in the Pacific at the moment. We've got plenty of US fleetishness in the Pacific already. As the Germans continue their attack on Leningrad, I put a couple of militia units around there just to... they're attacking they attacked our base there in the south. So it's clear weather, unfortunately, which means the Germans can use all their bombers. We've got a couple of fighters which are helping out in Russia. Russia is gradually getting stronger. We've got a nice defence outside Moscow at the moment. Looking a little bit weak in the north, but most of their forces seem to be in the south of Moscow anyway. So, which is where we've got kind of a nice line of defence. Another bomber goes in. Got an army there on 6 health and low morale, which is a bit worrying. So hopefully they'll be able to hold out okay. Down near Stalingrad, the battle continues as well. Again, we've got some fighters there that are helping out a little bit. Got a couple of tanks there. Got one of their tanks got behind enemy lines, but we did have managed to cut that off. So hopefully that might try and break out this turn. But if it doesn't manage to break out this turn, we might actually be able to get that tank down. And it is a heavy tank as well. If we could destroy that, it would be immense. The Chinese are gradually, slowly but surely getting stronger and building up their forces now that the Japanese are having to deal with the Americans on the Pacific campaign. Bit of artillery there into Leningrad, over towards Leningrad. Rocket artillery, still trying to take Sevastopol. Sevastopol's holding out really well in the south there. And they continue to try to push on Leningrad. We'll come to Leningrad soon, because I am still thinking about doing this drop behind enemy lines near Leningrad. The only issue there is that we'd have to hold Tallinn for quite a few turns to get that supply back up, and I haven't really got a commander I can send over there for the Russians. So it might be difficult to hold if I land them there. But I'm thinking of doing that anyway, just to distract the Germans a little bit. Sevastopol, they continue to try to push on Sevastopol, but they're not quite able to take it. Hopefully that will hold out quite well. Germans attacking towards Moscow again. I don't think we've lost any major units yet. I think we lost a couple of garrison units. That's all so far. Oh, that unit up there in Leningrad's on 7 and low health, but should hold out once again as the Japanese continue to attack towards the Chinese lines. Yinan, someone did comment that I think that Yinan, I did put a 5 unit on there. It has held out. They did comment also that if Yinan falls, I will lose the communist units, communist Chinese units. Now, I don't think that happens. I think if you lose Yinan, you keep your 2 communist China units and the commander as well, even if Yinan falls. So I wasn't too worried about that because I've done a multiplayer using the Allies, and was I the Allies? Yeah, I was the Allies, and I was attacking. No, was I the Axis? Yeah, I was the Allies. I think. Yeah, I lost. No, I was the Axis actually, and I was attacking, and I took Yinan, but the communist units did stay. So I think they do stay when you lose Yinan, which is interesting. And I think so yeah, that happened anyway. So basically, we're back to Stalingrad. They have actually there's that tank that was cut off. They've actually reattached it to their line, so we're going to have to deal with that. But we should be able to do that. Oh, did I forget to do Hong Kong? I think I might have forgotten to resupply Hong Kong, which means that will go down. If it does, that's a little bit of a mistake there. More attacks down near Stalingrad. Oh, we're on 1 health there. Hopefully they can't swap that tank out for something else. The anti-aircraft... Oh, they bombed it. Oh, actually, nice move there by the AI. Took out my tank. That's a little bit of a setback down there, because holding this south of the river here near Stalingrad is key to the defence down in the south. Just to start moving around a little bit. I'm not sure if there'll be any more attacks this turn. Italy, we're still going to be putting the pressure on Italy. There were a few comments about how I can deal with Italy, and I'll go over them when we get down there with the British and tell you what we're going to do there. At the moment we are blockading Italy. We've got good reconnaissance on pretty much the whole of Italy, so we know where the German and Italian units are, so we can plan a nice attack hopefully down there and start moving some units into position to do that. There's that heavy tank moving around. And they're actually putting some units. There is a unit there in Tallinn, I think that was. Oh, they put an aircraft in Tallinn. So it's difficult to fly my paratroops over towards Tallinn while there's units in there. Oh, that's not good. They've found my aircraft carrier with their submarine, but I think that submarine's probably on quite low supply at the moment. So as we're blockading all their ports, the submarines in the Mediterranean are going to be pretty impotent right now, because they're not going to be able to resupply themselves. Attritional losses for that heavy tank, because we did cut it off in the last turn. The Hotspur destroyer deploys for service there down near India, southern India, and another Indian unit deploys. Looks like an aircraft unit, and more Indian units. So a few Indian units getting deployed as we blockade Brest once again. Allied raiders disrupt Norwegian convoys. Yeah. Churchill accuses Gandhi of being in the service of Japan. Really? Okay. Right then, we're just going to get some intelligence reports, and then we're going to get into our turn. Will we get some intelligence? Whoop, go away, go away. A few losses, but nothing major. There's a sub down there in the Coral Sea, a bomber over in Korea, Biscay Sea. Try and remember where these units are. I sometimes forget, but I'll try and remember. A little garrison unit are there. Okay, so the British. Oh, we've actually got a Canadian HQ to come in. Another American destroyer and some garrison units for the US to deploy. But let's go and have a look at the Brits first. Let's just check out the Atlantic, make sure we've got a few things going on, but we're building up our destroyers in the Atlantic now, so hopefully we can deal with some of these. Let's deal with this one first. We've got an adjacent destroyer here, so we should be able to do that guy a little bit of damage, which we shall do first of all. So attack right there. Oh, I've just lost my sound for a second. Let me just deal with that. Okay, so I think that's fixed now. Okay, we'll just move that one out of the way. Right, this one is pretty much damaged. We're going to have to get that one out. We've got a few more subs down, destroyers down here. These ones I want to, well, yeah, we want to get those to 2. This one we shall do next. It's the furthest away, and we'll attack these subs. Oh, there's another one. Wow, there's a lot of subs in the Atlantic right now. Let's attack this one first of all. Another dive. So we'll get a hunt for that. Oh, can these reach over there? No. So we're going to do... This one's on 6. So actually, let's just hunt for this one first. There it is. Let's attack that one again. Nice. Okay. And one more time. Actually, I thought we'd had a lot of destroyers in the Atlantic. It seems we haven't got enough with all these subs. Again, another dive. We'll just have a little hunt for it. Remaining few. There it is. Okay. Now I can't reach there with these 2 down here. We're going to actually just upgrade these real quick to anti-submarine warfare 2, and this one as well. Upgrade that as well. Anti-submarine warfare 2. Great. Okay. Have a quick scout. This one can't reach, but we can... Oh, actually it's raining anyway, so he can't do anything. So this guy's got to get out. We have got a couple of destroyers over here. We'll send this one across, and then hopefully this one's just about... Oh, it's not quite going to reach, but what we can do with this one is just check out over there so we can get this guy out. In fact, we're going to put this... Yeah. Can we just move that towards base? Keep that destroyer nice and safe. That's kind of it, I think, destroyer-wise. We have got one here. I'm going to send this guy out, actually. We're going to attack this sub down here so we don't lose any MPPs down here. Nice. A couple of damage there. Oh, actually 3 damage. Took 1 back. That's okay. So that's kind of that for the Atlantic. Lots of subs, so we're going to have to keep hammering away at those subs over there. Now, the Germans have only got, if we have a quick look at the report section, how many ships the Germans have got. They've actually only got 9. And that includes their subs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 5 out of their 9 all in the Atlantic. So, yeah. So we nearly know where all their ships are. So, yeah, that's a good thing. Right, back to the Brits though. I'm waffling. Back to the British. Over here, there's not going to be any change. Now, one person in the comments, I can't remember who it was, Nick, did say that why don't I use my carriers in the Med? Because I've got a couple of carriers up here kind of doing nothing, and they could be involved in, I've got 4 carriers sitting up here doing nothing. They could be involved in the Med and the attack into and that's a good point. The danger is taking them down there because of all these subs still here, although, you know, carriers can defend themselves against subs, I guess. But I am, just to let you know, bringing this fleet from the Australian fleet up here. That includes another carrier, so we will have 2 carriers in the Mediterranean, I think, along with some aircraft. Although, yeah, if the Germans bring a load of bombers, I don't think they're going to bring that many bombers down from the Eastern Front. So I think we'll have enough carriers, Nick, actually. He also mentioned that we could take units over to Greece. The plan is, as another player mentioned, that I think it was Crumb, that we've got all these American units over here in the west of the US doing kind of nothing at the moment. Now I haven't got infantry weapons teched up for the Americans, but what I thought we could do, and he is right, they're not doing anything, is get them into ships and try to get them past all these subs. And we're going to use them initially to attack the northern part of Italy, and we'll use all these units coming up from East Africa to attack into either Greece or again to help out with that attack in Italy. When the Italian attack comes, it's going to be huge. We're going to absolutely swamp them, because what we don't want to do is like land 1 or 2 units behind Rome, and then the Germans bring a load more units around the northern part of Italy and push our attack back, and we end up like in an attritional war. When we take Italy, we want to take it really, really quickly. Same with Athens. When we take Athens, we want to take it really, really quickly. I was thinking Athens can come maybe when Turkey comes into the war. So yeah, so thanks for those comments, and that's kind of what I was thinking of doing, considering those comments as well. So we've done the Brits anyway. I've started to waffle again. I think let's just check out any, well, we haven't finished the Brits. Let's just check out any research for the Brits first of all. Let's have a look. We can do a little bit maybe. We could put another one into logistics perhaps. We could start on, yeah, let's just tick one into amphibious warfare, keep that chugging along. We've still got quite a few points. Now, one of the other comments from, I think it was Crumb again, was the use of paratroops, and he's absolutely right. If we took Sardinia, Calgary and Sardinia, and maybe Ajaccio as well, we could put some paratroops on there and just land them anywhere, pretty much anywhere we want over in mainland Italy. Very, very good point. So as soon as I get the points for Britain, I'm going to do that. First of all, though, I want to get some, just to continue our attack. So we'll just artillery this unit over here. Artillery this unit over here. Okay. What's going on? Oh, it did. Okay. And then we'll attack with our army there and do a little bit of an attack there. We have got this anti-tank piece we've brought in as well. We are running out a bit of room. We've got 2 bombers, so we might as well use that. Might be able to take another. Oh, they have got interceptors though. That's fine. Let's do that. And our other bomber. I want to get us some space here as well. Can we move this bomber across when it's done its business? We'll move that across to there. And then we'll attack with this bomber as well, probably. Yeah, we'll do that attack. More interceptors. Move this bomber across. Okay, we have this anti-tank weapon which we're going to use when this tank's exposed here. So for now, I'm just going to swap it with my leader to get my leader a little bit closer. And I want to bring in another unit. We'll bring this guy over. Just move this out there for a second. And we'll have 2 leaders. Okay, so that's going to boost everyone in and around Sicily. And I do want to just make sure that this is on correct mode. Fighters, yep, we'll move that back into port. And we're going to attack this. Actually, I want to leave that on fighters, don't I? Really. We're going to need to use... We're going to need to use our destroyers, I think, to attack this guy. So bring these down temporarily, take them off of Rome. The usual dive. Slam that down if we can. There it is. Let's bring another destroyer down. And do another attack. Down to 4 now. That's all the destroyers. Oh, we've got one here. I don't think it's... Oh, it is going to reach. Okay, we'll bring that down as well. Oh, there's the other sub there. But again, they're really low on health, these subs now. And yeah, well, let's try and get rid of these friggin' subs. What else we got? We've got a couple of cruisers. They're not very well teched up, but we can use them. We've got some cruisers. We'll bring this light cruiser down first to attack this one. Nice, I reckon, and this one as well. Oh, actually, this one's got... No, none of them have got... This one's got anti-submarine warfare. We'll try... Oh, I didn't mean to do that. We'll try this one first. Another point off, hopefully. Yes, nice. Let's bring this chap down. If I can get it into position. Yep, that should finish it, hopefully. Oh, it dives. Wow. Okay. Where's it gone? Where has it gone? I'm going to bring this down just to hunt for it for a second. There it is. Okay. We'll bring this guy up to attack there. Might get lucky. Nope, we don't get lucky. Running out of ships now. I might have to change this over. Yeah, we're going to change this over. I do really want to destroy... Oh, I can't because I've moved it. Damn it. What about this carrier? This carrier's only got... No, it needs healthing up. They all do. So we're not going to get rid of the subs this turn, it looks like. So I'm going to put these guys into port so that they can resupply. Mortar would be okay. We're going to resupply this guy. Let's reinforce it first, in fact, this carrier. This is all the units we brought over from Australia. These are all going to get reinforced so they can take part in the Italian offensive when it comes. Reinforce all those guys. think that's the last of them. We've got a bomber down here, but there's just no room for it. We're just so cramped up at the moment. So I think we're going to just upgrade. Long range. I'm going to keep off of naval for now. I don't think we need to upgrade to naval. I'm going to upgrade this guy though. Or reinforce. And as soon as there's a space over here, we're going to bring a fighter up, I think, as well. Okay, so that's kind of that, I think, for the British. Oh, we have got these two cruisers. Can they? Oh, they can reach. Okay, so let's bring a cruiser down here, see if this one can get lucky enough to get the kill. And I think it will. So there's another submarine down. So the German Kriegsmarine lose yet another one, and we'll bring this one down as well. We will keep doing the blockading the ports, but I just want to try to get rid of these subs if I can. Oh, we've got a destroyer here as well to use. Oh yes, does dive, but should take some damage, I hope. Gone, there it is. Oh, didn't need to do that. Oh, okay, let's just get some of these. Oh, this has got anti-submarine warfare too. No, we'll leave that there. Let's put this up to Trieste and Venice. Let's just start moving these ships back into a position whereby they can keep blockading if I can. Oh, we've got another one here I missed as well, so let's bring that down. A little sneaky attack there from that one. Another dive, my god. Okay, fine. Let's see if we can find it real quick. There it is, so we know where it is. We're going to reinforce anything we can reinforce in ports, which is nothing else, I don't think. I don't think we can reinforce anything else. We'll leave that sub there next to Rome. So currently we've just got a leader there and some load of German infantry and then a couple of three Italian units. Okay, so there's quite a few units. Now the next thing I think we'll do while we're thinking about it is start to bring these American units over then from here. By the time we've got them over, hopefully we'll have some research done for infantry weapons for the Americans, which we're going to put another tick into, I think, just to get that moving along. Yeah, okay, so we're going to board these onto, I'm going to put them on transports first and then land them and get their infantry weapons up to 2, and then we'll do the invasion. So first of all we'll get them into transports. Yup. I'm going to fast move them and just hope they don't bump into anything pretty much. Let's get them down to around here. Hopefully they don't bump into anything. That's one. I'll get this one down as well. Get them all into transports. Yup. Spend those points. And bring, let's just zoom out a little bit so I can do it a bit quicker. Get them all going down in the same direction here. There's a sub there. It's on really low supply. That's not going to do any damage to us anyway. This one I think we can bring out. Yep. Bring that across. Over to there. Nice. The leader as well. Yes, I can get him on a transport. Fantastic. Bring that across as well. Got another sub down here. We need to put up to anti-submarine warfare 2, and then we've got these units which I can't put onto. I need to put them into a port. They can be moved next time. We've also got a tank, a Canadian tank and a Canadian unit here we could move as well. Let's get them going across as well. This is going to be an amazing attack, I hope, on Italy when it happens. So we'll get them down as well, and we'll get this tank into port so we can do that next time. Sorry I'm zoomed out, I just want to do it some bit quicker. We've also got a couple of aircraft from the Americans. I'll decide what to do with them shortly, I think. But apart from that, I think that's everything pretty much moved from there. Okay, so next, let's see what's next. Done near Brits. Oh, we've got to keep moving these guys, haven't we? Although have I moved these already? No. So let's get these into ports. So we're going to get this tank up there. That'll be able to move next time. We'll get these guys. In fact, I'm going to get these guys into Suez. And then we'll keep moving these up. leader. That's all of those. That's everything moving up from East Africa. Yeah, I'll put that on Nairobi. Good. What next? So I don't think there's much else. Oh yes, there is. Let's not forget our eastern units. I keep forgetting them for the British. We need to keep them, and especially Hong Kong. Reinforce that. And then we'll reinforce here as much as possible. Down to 3. Back up to 5. That's good. I think that's all the Brits. We've still got the Indians to do. Let's do them now. So I'm trying just to I managed to get these reattached because Burma went down. They kind of got detached. So I'm just going to... I'm wondering whether just to try and hold Mandalay. We will have a leader fairly close. I think I will, even though it's not... it's only on 0 infantry. We'll get a leader down. And we're bringing this army across. And that army will come down as well. We'll get the Chinese just to take that little village there, or that little town, just so that we've got those points coming in as well. And we've got a fighter. We've got a tank. I think we'll just reinforce that tank before we move it down. So the Indians starting to get their act together over towards Burma. Right, now also it was mentioned that I've got all these units down here. Now the only reason I haven't used these units is because I haven't had enough points to kind of reinforce them, resupply them and that. But we're kind of getting points now, and I'm wondering whether to move them up here. We could possibly try and do something with them. Maybe try and take Port Moresby back perhaps. But I'm just wondering whether to start on them because we've got good old MacArthur as well down here. Or should I start... Actually, I think it's better to start buying paratroops for the Brits. So let's, rather than spending points reinforcing Australia at the moment. Australia's not under threat at the moment. So we're going to start getting paratroops for the Brits, I think. So we'll get some paratroops. We'll get them with everything. Purchase 1, and we'll grab ourselves another one as well. Oh, we can't. We'll just leave that without mobility. So we're going to get 2 paratroops for the Brits to help with the invasion. We've also got a Canadian leader which has to go over here. Okay, we'll put that there. And we've got another American destroyer which again I'm going to put in the Atlantic. And a bunch of Russian units which we shall use shortly. Okay, so where were we? Let's think. So the Brits have run out of points now, so that's pretty much it for the Brits. We're going to do the Chinese next. The Chinese should be fairly quick. They're just kind of holding the line, building their forces and kind of counter-attacking where they can. We'll do a little bit of an attack there, I think. And there. And we could swap them out twice. It's tempting. Yeah, we'll give it a go. Oh, only 1. Down to 2 though. Let's just do one more swap and just see if we can take these guys out. Nice, that's another army down. Excellent. So we won't be able to reinforce any of those. We can reinforce Yinan up to full now. So we should be able to hold there. These guys I'm not going to be attacking, but oh, we can't do elite reinforcements even. So we'll kind of leave those as is. Fighters, we can do an elite reinforcement there, which I shall do. So I've got 2 really strong fighters up there now. Plenty of leadership now. Can we do any more probing attacks down here? We can. 3 attack there. Takes them down to 4. We'll do that. We'll do as much damage as we can to the Japanese. And then I think we'll upgrade here. Won't attack anymore there. We'll upgrade. Get all our units up to 2. Do a little attack there. Will be okay, I think. Oh, 4. Nice. Alright. And we'll bring this one forward. He'll be able to swap in next time. Any attacks down here worth doing? Probably it's looking like reinforcements down here, I think. So reinforce there. And kind of that. check for any more we can reinforce. We can reinforce here. We'll check the research for the Chinese in the next turn. There's bound to be something we can do, but let's just make sure everything gets nicely reinforced that needs reinforcing. This tank, I'm wondering whether to start sending some units down this way, maybe to do a little bit of an attack on Hanoi. So we'll send, these units can start going forward. The thing is, they don't have a leader. I think supply down here is going to be quite difficult. That's the only issue down there. Still got a few points. We can reinforce maybe this unit here. In fact, let's upgrade. Anything that's not upgraded can get upgraded. These three, I'm loath to start spending lots of points on those. We can upgrade, reinforce this chap. And that's it, I think. Let's head over to the Russian front. So the Russian front, it's all happening now then. Do I try to do a landing on Tallinn? Probably not this turn. I mean, we'll have to get that plane off. Let's just check out Leningrad first. So we took a bit of a pounding again, but we're looking fairly solid there. Can we do some damage to anything? A little bit. Yeah, let's attack there. We're going to take 2 damage, but let's just do the attack. Let the interceptors and the escorts do their thing. So we're still on a holding action in Russia, at least until the end of this coming winter. Whether it's worth doing any attacks, I'm probably thinking not. It's better just to reinforce here, I think. Yeah, we're just going to reinforce everything along the line where it is at the moment. This guy's looking a bit exposed out there, but we're just going to keep reinforcing our units here. And they'll dig in if you if they don't attack as well. So that's all fine. We can reinforce this chap back up to 10. That's good. Don't think we can reinforce our aircraft now, which have dropped down to 4, so haven't got any anti-aircraft. I'm not going to attack here, across here just yet. Not until Tallinn is free of enemies. Moscow, let's have a look now. Moscow. Again, we're trying to hold the line until the winter, which we're doing fairly successfully. Let's give this one a bit of an upgrade just to hold that northern point. Got a few units to bring in. Was it just garrisons? I can't remember. Yeah, just garrisons, but quite a few. 4 garrisons to bring in. So again, I think we're just going to reinforce along this line. I know it's not the most exciting thing to do, but honestly, until the second winter, end of the second winter, and Russia starts to get really much stronger, I think it is the best thing to do. Yeah, let's just reinforce here. 2 on that tank, that's tempting. I can bring this forward to protect there. Yeah, let's do a little bit of damage on them. If I can damage the panzers, I do like to damage the panzers, so I'm going to swap that out. Do another damage on that panzer. Oh, didn't manage it. What a shame. Okay, that'll do though. That's that. This engineer's finished building there. So I think we'll send it up to the north here. So it can start building some more defences there. We'll reinforce our aircraft. Right there. We'll think where to put our garrisons in a second. Now, this tank got cut off, then it got reattached, suffered some attrition damage, and we need to cut it off again. We will get this tank, believe me. We can move this guy forward to cut that tank off again and do it a bit of damage. This is the guy we want dead. This tank, we want this tank dead eventually. We can bomb it as well. We'll do that. Okay, hopefully our anti-aircraft don't take too much damage. They're still on 7. That's good. Down to 5 now. They can still be used though on 5. So that tank's down to 4 and it's on low health. Now this train can get there, but I could put a garrison unit on Stalingrad. So I think I'm going to do a little bit of an attack with the train as well. Take another point off that big tank. And these guys are going to hold here. I'm going to reinforce both of these up to full health. Down here, if I move this one, if I move something forward here, we could cut this other armoured vehicle off as well and attack this aircraft. I think that's probably worth it, even though he's jumping across the river there, which does expose him slightly. Yeah, that's fine. I think... Ooh, that's worth it. 2 off. Oh, only 1. Oh, that's a shame. Down here, we're in a little bit of trouble. Or we were. That's worth it as well, isn't it? And I can move this into... Yeah, the more damage we can do to their panzers, the better. If I can move that down to there and bring this infantry unit up and do another damage to that panzer. Oh, in fact, we killed it. Fantastic. So that's another... Okay, so I just had to take that phone call. I'm back now. I'm just sorting out the defence of Stalingrad. Let's see. We could do that attack there. We could swap these out. Probably want to start getting rid of these guys down here. So let's just have a little pop at those. We've still got this AT gun. I'm going to move these guys forward. They probably can't attack it, no. But they can just stand there and guard that. Sevastopol's holding out... Well, ooh, 4 points. Holding out well. This guy... Or I could do 2 damage to an army. I think I'd prefer to do 2 damage to the army because they're going to attack our core as well. So we're going to take it down to 3 points. And if this core... No, they still can't do any damage to that. Maybe I have to wait till next turn. Right. Can't reinforce that leader, unfortunately. So that's kind of that. Now we've got some cavalry here need reinforcing. Down there. I think that's about it. Is it? These guys need reinforcing, I think. I don't want to... I want to reinforce them. I don't want them to have the possibility of dying. And there's that Italian tank sitting there. So just got to put our reinforcements down now. We've got some 4 militia. 4 garrisons. I keep calling them militia. I don't think we need anything up here. Moscow isn't looking too bad, so we're going to probably bolster up here. We want to make sure this tank and this armoured car go down next turn, so we're going to put a militia there just to make sure it can't escape. And well, let's put one there. To be on the safe side, we'll put one in Stalingrad. And where do we put the last one? Let's put it up here. Let's put it here. Just because. Right, I think that's that for the Russians. We've still got a few points. Let's just check out research for the Russians. We have got some research we can do. What do we need though? We could get advanced fighters going a bit more. Ground attack. Probably don't need any of these until we really start attacking. Spying and intelligence. Let's get another one on that just to push our researches forward a little bit. 205 points left. Have we got any cheap units? We've got a cheap core. We could get some cheap cores for defense. Again, it's more for defense. We'll get a cheap core unit. I'll purchase one of those. Can we get another one? Not quite. We can get our 1-pointer. We'll get that as well. Start getting some decent units in. We don't need so many garrisons now, I don't think. So that's that done. And now it's the Americans. Let's head off to the Pacific and sort out these subs. Now a lot of these subs were coming back for some R&R. So some of them are in port already. So this one's going to be reinforced up to max. And this one is going to be up. We'll reinforce it first. We'll upgrade it next turn. And this one we'll upgrade, and I'm going to send that one out next turn because it's on 8. We need some subs out there. This one's going back. Hold on, let's just... This one's having an elite reinforcement. This ship needs to be reinforced. You can see all our ports are kind of full at the moment. This one is going to be reinforced. So there's going to be a queue. There's going to be a queue. So we'll send this one back. This 6-1 we'll send back as well. Give it a bit more range. Oh, well, we haven't got Wake Island, have we? We'll send that back to Midway. This one, Still got supply of 8 and it's on 7. Let's see if we can hunt out any of them. Now there were some ships around Truk. Oh, there. Oh, yes. Oh, bonus if we can kill this. Let's see. Let's bring another one in. 3 damage. Oh, yes. Yes, beautiful. I'm liking that. Let's just see if we can find any more. There's a couple of ships in there. Let's bring this down. I just worried I'm going to bump into something and take too much damage. Let's get this one out first. Get this guy out. Out and away from the danger area. We'll send this one over here. I really want to hunt... I was going to say I really want to hunt for the carriers and I bump into one. No damage though. Okay. So that's that, I think, for the American subs. I don't think there's any more American subs. Now what we were also doing, we did get... where is it? Yeah, this guy. I think the first thing we'll try and take back is Midway. So we're going to head off over towards Midway. Take a smallish armada. Probably about half of our units. I don't want to be tackling the Japanese Navy until I've got Naval Warfare 2, but we can start doing a little bit of island hopping with I think four of them. We've got a cruiser, a couple of destroyers. That's a nice little armada we'll go over and try and get Midway. Apart from that, these are all going to be waiting for resupply and refit. We can upgrade our aircraft here. And we can also... Now, someone did comment, and again I think it was Crumb, that we've got Guam and we should be doing something with Guam. So where is Guam? Down here, is it? Somewhere. I've forgotten where Guam is. Guam. So that's Midway. Where's Guam? Where is it? I can't see it. Japan. I can't see Guam. Where's Guam? Oh, there it is. Guam. And it is indeed under Allied hands. Thank you for that. I didn't even realise. So Guam, we should probably put something on. I'm wondering whether just to throw this... yeah, we'll put this balloon over to Guam then, I think, if we can. Or can we? We've got this island down here as well. We'll put that over onto Guam. Keep an eye out over there, and we're going to put an aircraft, and we've got some aircraft over on the west coast of America. So I'm going to grab these fighters, and we're going to operate these all the way over to the Pacific as well on this other island, which I didn't even realise we still had control of down here. Oh, that's New Guinea. Alright, okay. That's cool. So that means we can keep an eye on the enemy a little bit down there with some fighters and stuff. So that's promising. Apart from that, we'll bring this guy up here as well, just help to protect our fleet. Apart from that, we have got a bomber over on the east coast of America as well. I don't know if we can do anything with that. Is it a strategic bomber? I don't really like strategic bombers. I mean, we might use that later, but have a peek at stuff. We could use it for reconnaissance like I've just done, but I'm not going to do that for now. Let's just check out, make sure we've got full research done on the Americans, which we think we have. Pretty much. We've got 100 points. We could put another point into... No, we only need one in there. No, don't think so. Let's purchase for the Americans. Again, we've got all the special forces, we've got all the destroyers, all the subs. I think we'll go for paratroops next. Let's get some paratroops in long-range aircraft. As many as we can. 3, fantastic. Still got 565 points, my god. Let's get another HQ. Americans are going to be so strong. I just don't think I need any more naval forces for the Americans. So that's pretty much it. That's done at last. Sorry for the breaks in this when I had to do a phone call on that in this episode, but thank you all very much for watching. I hope you did enjoy this episode. Please keep those comments coming in. Thank you all very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.